Okay, good morning. So, we're kind of in between a few projects. As you can see, hopefully you can't tell yet what this is behind me. Me and Jameson have been working on a big project here. It's been taking, I think we're almost 3 months into it now. Working on a few other things, a few other videos, and we're kind of just in a lull right now. I didn't have anything to post, didn't have a video to make. So, then I decided, well, what's my go-to? Usually I go on Facebook Marketplace, buy something dumb or try and fix something. Well, that costs money, and I've been spending all my money on this project and saving up for our next video that's coming up very soon. So I need to make some more money. So then, side hustle's always been scrap metal. I've made some pretty good money over the years hauling scrap metal, so I decided, why not make a video and I'll show you how and how much money I can make in 1 week hauling scrap metal to get some quick cash in my pocket. So then I can go buy something dumb and make another cool video. That's what I'm gonna do. Grab your phone and just start scrolling Facebook Marketplace, looking for things to buy. And I'll break it all down for you and show you how much I made. Stay tuned. Get it first try? Wow. You know how good that works?
Yeah?
Team effort, side by side. Come on, a side by side. Let's go make some money. Let's go make some money. Let's go make some money. Okay, yeah. Strap this on. Wheeler, W-I-E-L-E-R.
Okay, so there was supposed to be a video previous to this where we got the car back to the shop and I went over it with you and explained how and what I take apart to make money, but I posted the thing online for parts and a guy wanted to buy the rear subframe out of it, so we stripped that out and I ended up selling that. And then once that subframe was out of the way, it actually made getting this catalytic converter way easier. This would have been a nightmare with that still in there.
Come out the top. Is that the catalytic?
So when searching for vehicles you want to buy, you're always looking for aluminum rims. You want to take the aluminum rims off and sell those separately at the scrapyard. You can get between $60 to up to $100 for a set of aluminum rims at the scrapyard. You'll get more if you take the rubber off the rim and just bring the rim in. You'll get a clean aluminum price. Take the battery out. Battery you'll get a core price on. Car number one, strapped down and ready to go. Off to the scrapyard.
Okay, so I don't have the numbers tallied up yet, but just on weight for the car, we made 275 bucks. I was hoping that thing was going to be a little heavier. That is not great. Scraps at 180 a ton. But the catalytic converters, the aluminum rims, and the battery, I brought to a different guy who was paying better prices for those. And the guy's coming to pick up that rear subframe section that we pulled out this morning. Got 100 bucks for that. I'll tally up the numbers later and break everything down so you can see how much we made on this car. But now I'm just on my way back, and I got cash in my wallet, and I found another SUV. So I'm quickly gonna go pick this thing up.
Funny story here, this car actually had a completely rotted out subframe. So where the bottom control arm bolts to the subframe actually snapped off, and now the tires were just dangling there, and they were fighting each other trying to go onto the trailer. I had to just keep kicking the tires straight and fighting to try and get it up there. Good thing I got a 10,000 pound winch. It made pretty easy work of that thing. Now this is what you're looking for when you're doing catalytic converters. A little bit of a bigger SUV, easily crawl underneath, caps right at the bottom, just cut it out of there. These are the ones that I could see are a lot easier to steal. Before I left, the lady had mentioned that she put new all-season tires on it just this past summer. And just before the thing fell apart on her on the highway, she had just filled the tank up with gas. So I'm going to try and siphon that out of there and get all the fuel I can. That's free money out of this thing.
Catalytic converters, once you have them out, probably hard to see, but you have to take a wire wheel, and every cat has a serial number, and that's how you're going to get paid. That's how you're going to make the most money. Some places will just give you a generic price for them, but if you can get the serial number, then you should be getting top dollar for your cats. So let's find out what this one's worth off of this 2012.
I ended up filling about 3 jerry cans, or siphoning about 3 jerry cans out of that Ford, and my truck had about a quarter tank in there, and it didn't even take it all. So hey, free tank of fuel. Here we are, car number 2 at the scrapyard.
Car number 2 for the week, unloaded. Hopefully this one was a little heavier, but somehow I doubt it. Okay, been a week. I hauled some scrap. Got my little book here with the breakdown. So, started out, went to the bank, pulled out $400 cash. That was my initial investment. We bought the 2008 Jeep. That one still ran and drove. We drove it onto the trailer, We brought it back to the shop. We cut the cats out of it. It had 2 catalytic converters. Brought those in for $210. We hauled the car away for scrap. We got $275.40. And then I brought the battery and the rims in. Got $10 for the battery, $80 for the rims. I sold that cross member we pulled out of it. So we made a profit of $275.40 on the Jeep. And then on the way back from the Jeep, we picked up the Ford Escape. We paid $400 for that one also. The cat in that one was worth $140. That one was a little bit heavier. We went and hauled that one in for $298 in scrap. Battery was $10 again. That one had the almost new rims and all-season tires on it. So I would have gotten about another $80 if I had scrapped the rims. But I threw the rims and tires on Facebook Marketplace. Ended up selling those for $260. Total profit on the Ford Escape was $583.40. Not bad, not bad. And then the Ford, as you've seen, also had a full tank of fuel in it. I ended up getting 60 liters out of there. 60 liters here in Canada at $1.30 a liter worked out to another $78. So I didn't throw that in my profit. I just took that as a freebie. Free fuel in the truck to haul everything in. So total profit in 1 week of hauling scrap. We picked up the first car on Saturday and I dropped off the last one on Friday. We made $661.40 in 1 week. So that's pretty good. Now obviously the longer you can sit on these things, the more parts you could sell, the more money you could make. Also, price of scrap's at $180 a ton. You want to sit on these vehicles, wait till scrap goes higher, maybe $200, $220 a ton. You're going to make way more money. So yeah, I made $660 this week. I'm going to get back on Facebook Marketplace, find something else to buy. Stay tuned. And this project behind me, hopefully going to be done in the next week or two. And then that video is going to go live. All right, make sure to like and subscribe.